Hello and welcome, everyone. I've been trying to go live for 2 minutes, so I'm 2 minutes late. Thanks to the wonders of technology. You got to love it. Sometimes it works and sometimes it just kind of goes around in circles. But anyway, here we are for what I'm going to be calling Lunch and Learn with Lynn. I'm going to be going live with a weekly webinar on Thursdays at 12:15. So you can grab your lunch and learn or go out for a walk, have a small lunch and listen in and learn something new each and every week. So, I wanted to start off today's broadcast, today's webinar, with a few updates and just a quick personal story because this time of year, every year is going to be extra challenging for me because last year at this time, March 28th, I was actually providing hospice to my mom along with my family, my brothers, their kids, my 3 kids, my best friend. And I was quickly getting as many people into my mom's assisted living facility to come say their hellos and their goodbyes to her. So this time last year, I was saying goodbye to my mom, and yeah, it's been a challenging journey for the past year. She ended up passing away at 10 minutes to 12 on April 1st, which is kind of ironic because she loved April Fools. So I said, "Yeah, mom, leave it to you to pass away on April Fool's Day, one of your favorite days," because she had this wonderful sense of humor and positivity and optimism in life. She also believed in health, wealth, and happiness. She was the poster child for happiness and, health also until she became sick with ovarian cancer at 85. She never took a pill except her vitamins until 85. So she enjoyed a good long life of health. And then the last few years, she courageously battled ovarian cancer. And I have to shout out to the team at Dana-Farber who took amazing, amazing care of her. So I want to transition from that because my mom would say, "You know what, Lynn, you got to just keep smiling, keep doing, keep getting her done." She would not want me to wallow, although I've had my share of wallowing the last year. She was my best friend, so I'm sure anyone that's lost someone can definitely, definitely relate. So today I want to give you a couple updates. If you haven't checked out my podcast, I have 118 episodes. I podcast every other week now. The last podcast that I posted, episode 118, was a great conversation I had with David Blanchette, who is a retirement researcher with PGIM. He was formerly the retirement researcher or head of retirement research at Morningstar. And we had a really, really great conversation about women, money, retirement planning. So go check it out because he is not there to sell anything. He is there to research what's going on in the industry. So we had a great conversation and I was very thankful that he took the time to chat with me. So you can check out that podcast. In 2 weeks before that, I had the pleasure of speaking with Dr. Wade Pfau in episode 117. And I do refer to Dr. Wade Pfau a lot and his research because he's a retirement researcher. In fact, that's the name of his website. But he is a researcher on retirement planning. He has a brand new tool out. It's called the Retirement Income Style Awareness or RISA, and I'm going to be using it with all of my victims, all of my guinea pigs. I'm going to be using the RISA tool. It's really designed to match you with your retirement preferences, risks, and personality to figure out what type of income plan is best suited for you. So that's a new tool I'll be introducing into my retirement readiness process that I go through with women. And he and I talked about all things retirement as it relates to women, and he had some great insights. He is definitely a retirement geek, as I affectionately call him, but I think you will enjoy listening to his perspective because, again, he's not out to sell you anything through his retirement research. So, good stuff with those 2 gentlemen. And then yesterday, I had a great podcast interview with a woman on a complete opposite end of the spectrum. She is all about mindset. She is a mindset coach for midlife women. So if you are feeling stuck and you just are trying to define this second half of your life and you're just not sure how to define it, your purpose, like envisioning our future selves is so hard. So she works with people one on one in group environments. And she also recently wrote an article about dating other women. And what she was referring to in that article is as we get into midlife and perhaps our kids leave the house and we no longer have like the parental connection with the school and the sports and the activities, and we are working from home, we lose connection and relationships with other women. And so her article was about how do you go about finding friends after midlife or after 50. And so we had a little chat about that and some of her suggestions. So that will be coming out next week, episode 119. So I definitely want you to pay attention to that because Francine was so much fun and we probably could have talked all day long. You get 2 women on a podcast and that's what happens. But yes, Francine Terrell, and you can listen in on that podcast next week when I post it. A couple other things is I am just about to launch a new book called Retirement Solved. You've got questions, we've got answers. I just sent it off to Kindle, KDP, Amazon Publishing, where you can self publish a book. It is about 185 pages long and it has 90 questions and it provides the answers to those 90 questions. And these are questions I've heard over the last 10 years doing all this retirement education. And I decided to put it into a book. And it's called Retirement Solved, which is the same name as the technology platform that I created that you can find at retirementsolved.io. So the book is actually a very nice complement to the retirement readiness software platform. And I will definitely be showing that book as soon as I get it back from Amazon Publishing. I'll share it here in a live. We'll go through it. But it's going to be like $10. So you can pick up a copy. And it's a little 6x9 format. So you can throw it in your purse. And, when you're at the, let's see, registry of motor vehicles in the long ass line, when you're at the doctor's office waiting, if you're in the pickup line picking up your grandkids, it's easily digestible because it's these different categories, 15 different categories of topics that most people have questions about. And then it provides research backed answers to help you understand those questions. So that's the Retirement Solved book. Speaking of books, this live that I wanted to do today is called Happier, Healthier, and Wealthier. And circling back to my mom for just a second, I was inspired after her passing, probably about 7 months later, when I kind of arose from the fog of sadness and missing her. Although I miss her and be sad every day of my life, it was just a daily battle. I decided that, this little voice in my head was my mom saying, I want you to be happier, I want you to be healthier, and I want you to be wealthier. And she was always said, you don't want to be a bag lady, you got to take care of yourself. So I decided to sit down and write this, not book, the book is coming, but I created a journal and a planner. So this one, Happier Health, let me turn it the right way, Happier, Healthier, Wealthier. This one is the journal and the planner. I have a smaller one that is just the journal. So the planner is daily, monthly, annual planning pages. so you can actually go and fill in what you plan to do for that week. But the journal doesn't have that, so it's a little bit smaller and it's a little bit less expensive. But the Happier, Healthier, Wealthier journal is all about exploring your situation, your current health, your current happiness, your current wealth, and then giving you the exercises and the place to journal about that journey to more happiness, to more health, more wealth. So this little book, again, this is a small one you can throw in your purse. Got this fun lady here on the front talking about, what it is to be happier, healthier, and wealthier. So the journal I'm going to read this. The journal you now hold in your hands represents a commitment to yourself and an investment in yourself. I'm happy you decided to put yourself at the top of your to-do list. Congratulations. Within this journal, you'll find a plethora of guidance, prompts, activities, affirmations, checklists, and calendars to help you plan out and live your best life however you define it. You'll gain more appreciation for the good things in your life while also helping you focus on those areas that you want to improve on. This constant pursuit of self development while celebrating who you already are is the essence of a life well lived. This is a journey of self discovery and self care. Here's to using this journal with humility and curiosity. Don't forget to be patient and kind to yourself. Here's to being happier, healthier, and wealthier. Let's get her done. And as Christina Baldwin said, keeping a journal is a voyage to the interior. And this is what this journal is designed to do, is to really dig beneath the surface thoughts, fears, concerns, stress, worry, whatever you call it, to dig beneath that layer and really, really uncover how you're feeling and how you can get from point A to point B, and then hold yourself accountable. Buddha said the mind is everything. What you think, you become. So this journal is designed to help you think and become. So at the beginning, you're going to take an audit of your health, wealth, and happiness because you have to know your starting point. So you're going to take an audit. You're going to make a commitment to yourself and you have to sign it right here. I do believe that you have to put your intentions in writing. So this journal is a place where you can put your intentions. You can write your personal mission statement. You can talk about your daily priorities. There's a section on how your life can be better right here at the beginning. And then there's these journal prompts throughout the book that are called In Her Words. And each one has a journal prompt. So for instance, this one is, if time and money were unlimited, what would you do? And then you have a blank page to fill in the response to that prompt. Here you write a letter to your 80-year-old self. I think this is a great exercise that I encourage people to do. I have something called the anti-to-do list because we are inundated with to-do lists. So you have 30 minutes each day to do nothing. What will you do? So this is your anti-to-do list. Socrates said, beware the bareness of a busy life. So plan to do nothing. And then we have each section. So this is the HappiHER section over here. What makes me happy? Self-reflection, goals and habits, home and hobbies. So there's a whole bunch of self-reflection questions here in this section. I like this quote, whatever lifts the corners of your mouth, trust that. And then there's more prompts. So each section has a prompt. There's a big goals tracker, a habit tracker. It's really good to be able to track your habits. There's happy adventures, hobbies, and enjoying your home. So you write about those things. There's lots of hobbies that we enjoy. Here's just some of them. There's a book log because so many people like to read. So you can write a list of the books that you really love. Movies And there's a gift list because giving is so very important. And then we have the HealthiHER section. Okay. In this HealthiHER section, you have to write about what makes you healthy, self-care, wellness, fitness, food, and more. So there's a HealthiHER checklist, wellness tracker. Let's see what else we have in this section. More journal prompts, a fitness tracker, healthy activities you want to try. So maybe you want to try to paddle. Paddleboarding's so fun and it's really good for you. There's a weight loss tracker if that's what you want to do. There's a weekly food journal in this section. There's a dinner planner. There's bedtime habits because bedtime habits are so very important and they're overlooked by a lot of people. So it's really good to establish some before sleep habits. And then, of course, we have the wealthier section. Okay. In the wealthier section, there's financial goals, income and expenses, budgeting, saving and investing, and retirement. So there's financial goals, cash flow snapshot. There's a savings jar, major expense tracker, budget tracker. There's a savings challenge to help you save $10,000 in 52 weeks. There's a debt tracker. There's a section on work and money. There's a retirement audit to see if you are ready for retirement. And then in this version of the journal, there's the yearly planner, and then there's a monthly planner and gratitude journal. So in just the journal, I do have the gratitude journal because practicing gratitude is such an important practice to incorporate. And this journal helps you put this in writing and makes you accountable to practicing that practice of gratitude because it is so very important. So in this journal, you would say, this month I'm grateful for, my life is great because, monthly affirmation, something you're proud of, things you're looking forward to. And then you rate yourself that month on your happiness. This month I am very happy, somewhat happy, not happy. So after the monthly planner, we get into the weekly planners. So we have 52 weeks of weekly planners here. And then really cool in this and in the journal only are my affirmations. I have 52 affirmations because they are also so very important, not only to read them, but to create your own. So this one is, I am aligned with the energy of wealth and abundance. I am happy. Every day I am becoming richer and richer. My finances improve beyond my dreams. So there's 52 of those. And after this section, the weekly planner and the affirmations in this version of the journal and planner, we have more opportunity to do some prompts, to do some writing. I call it in her words. And I think they're very, very important exercises. So, for instance, what do you want your legacy to be? So, again, you write here on that prompt. The next one is BYOS. Bring your own sunshine. What is yours? What was a loss that taught you a life lesson? How will you forgive yourself for all the things you didn't do? That's a powerful one because forgiving ourselves is so hard. I have some things that I'm still trying to forgive myself for, but it's really, really, really important that we try to do that. Time to declutter your mind. What's taking up space in your mind? Oh, yes, we have to declutter our mind. Yes, women, yes, ladies, we have so much going on in our minds. We have to declutter it. So, how can we do that? And then finally, you know what? You might just want to write whatever you're thinking. So, there's no prompts on a few pages where you can write, just write whatever you're thinking, whatever you're feeling, just write it down, get it out. And then finally, because I am a lifelong artist, it's called Her Doodles. This is where you can dream, draw, and doodle. And yes, doodle, because doodling is just really, really good for you. I used to teach doodling to kids in an art program that I owned. And yeah, if you can just get set of colored pencils, which comes with the journal when you order from me. You can just go in here, dream, draw, doodle. Doesn't matter what it is. Doesn't matter if it's good. Doesn't matter if you're an artist. Just doodle. It's so relaxing and it really is a creativity blocker. It helps unlock your creative blocks that you might be having. So if you want to pick up this book, either the journal or the planner, you go to hhwjournal.com. Again, hhwjournal.com. You'll be supporting a very small book author, myself, but you'll also be investing in yourself, investing in your health, wealth, and happiness. Because, yes, ladies, we can be happier, healthier, and wealthier. We just have to commit to it. We have to invest some time. If a book helps you, if an app helps you, whatever it might be, I'm an artist. I love to use an actual pen. I'm transitioning from writing in a notebook to my iPad, but what's cool is my iPad has a pen, so I can still get that rhythm of writing versus punching on a keyboard. But yeah, I love the art of writing and filling in journals. Journaling is really, really good for you. There's so many benefits to journaling. I actually talk about those on the website where you go to place the order for one of these two books, the journal and the planner. And keep in mind that the planner doesn't have any dates. So it doesn't have to be started, January 1st, 2024. You can put in whatever dates you want. You might fill in some of the months this year and then go on to the next year, 2025. Same with the daily planner as well as the yearly planner. I also forgot to mention as I'm looking at myself here that I have on my mother's sweater. It took me a long time to be able to wear some of her clothing, but this was one of her favorites. It's a light purple, what she called cowl neck. I don't know if they're still called that. That's what we called them in high school, but it's a purple cowl neck sweater. It's a little oversized on me because she was a little heavier than I am currently, but it's like this blanket just wrapping around me when I put it on. And I have a few other pieces of her clothing. I have some of her jewelry. I actually bought myself a ring that has her birthstone and my birthstone on it so that we're always together. What else do I have? Oh, really cool. If I could share it with you, I would. But my best friend's husband makes clocks. He fixes clocks, he restores old clocks. And I saw one and I said, I've always wanted a clock that goes tick tock with the pendulum. And I said, "So it would be really cool, Ken, Mr. Clockworks, if you could put my mom's ashes in like a little vial and mount it on the pendulum so that she's always moving because she always wanted to be moving. She wanted her ashes in an egg timer, actually, so she could be at our game nights. But he found this little tiny egg timer vial. We put some ashes in it. He mounted it on the pendulum and there's a little window on the clock where you can see the pendulum going back and forth, and my mom will always be moving in time as long as I remember to wind the clock because these are like old-fashioned, you have to wind the clock. In fact, my stepson was like, "Huh? You, like, wind a clock to keep it going?" Anyway, it's really cool, and she's always there. You can hear her in our living room, tick tock, and I can look through the window and see her and she's ever present. But anyway, I really, really appreciate you taking the time to listen today and to learn more about the Happier, Healthier, Wealthier journal and planner, whichever one you choose. Again, it's hhwjournal.com. Trust me, I think you will love it. The illustrations that I created are really fun. It doesn't feel like stuffy or intimidating or like the money part feels fun. It feels like a game. That's what it's all about. Making changes either to your health, wealth, or happiness. If you can make it a game, if you can make it fun, if you can make it less scary, you're definitely more apt to do it. Now, in addition to the journal and the planner, I offer a happier, healthier, wealthier workshop that I do live, do it on demand, and I offer it for groups, any type of group, any type of women's group, for any type of CPA or attorney or financial advisor who wants me to come and talk about health, wealth, and happiness and the things that we need to do to improve those areas of our life and how we make a commitment to those areas. So, love to teach that workshop. I will definitely be letting you know when I'm going to do the first live version of it, and I will offer it on demand as well. And when I do the workshop, um, the attendees can purchase the book, or the sponsor of the workshop can purchase the books for the attendees. So it's a really nice compliment to get the presentation, to either host the presentation or bring it to your organization if you're listening today and say, hey, we got to have Lynn speak. She has 119 episodes of a podcast. She teaches online. She has 95,000 followers on TikTok. She loves doing this. We need to have her come talk about being happier, healthier, and wealthier, because guess what, ladies? We deserve this more than ever. Now is the time. Okay. Don't put it off. We put it off. We put off our health, wealth, and happiness. Establish those habits, invest in yourself, get her done. All right, I'm at my time limit for today. I try to keep this to half an hour to 45 minutes, depending upon the topic, depending if I get questions and answers. As I always say, I believe to be happier, healthier, and wealthier, it's about knowing more and having more, and then you will live more. And you can get her done. If you need help, definitely reach out to me. My email is lynt@herretirement.com. You can go to the Her Retirement website to find out more about the entire program that I offer, the platform. Oh, and you know what? Holy smokes. Two other things. So last week, I didn't go live. You know why? Because I forgot. I had a major brain cramp last week. I don't know if I was getting nervous about it being, the time where my mom entered into hospice, or I don't know, but I apologize. If you were waiting to see my live last week, I totally and completely forgot about it. So now I put it on my calendar. So I am reminded every week. And once it becomes a habit, I will be here every single week. That's what it's all about, making things become a habit. The second thing I wanted to tell you about, should have brought it up at the beginning. Again, got to have a list, right, to remind you of all this stuff. But the second thing is I recorded a brand new free masterclass, the Her Retirement Roadmap Masterclass. You can go to herretirementclass.com. I had one from last year that was on demand, but I updated it just a few weeks ago. So herretirementclass.com. You can go take that free class. It's 60 minutes, gives you a good baseline on what is retirement planning, women, money, our financial, our non financial challenges. And I focus on what I call heroes, her efficient retirement optimized strategies. These are the top strategies that I feel women need to get educated about to have more, know more, live more now and in retirement. So you can go check out that free masterclass. And then in the masterclass at the end, you learn about the next steps that you should take, because it's one thing to get educated, but it's another thing to take action on what you learn all about. So the masterclass at the end gives you 3 different options for taking action. Because yes, I want you to get educated, but more importantly, I want you to take action so you can be happier, healthier, and wealthier. That's the whole point. We have to get up and we have to do the work. All right. So, my mom, she's watching, she's listening. Thanks for being here, Mom. I know I need some help getting through April 1st, but, yeah, I've already got some free time scheduled, some work time scheduled, so we'll be celebrating my mom in a special way. And thanks for checking out the Happier, Healthier, Wealthier journal or journal and planner. And reach out to me at lynnt@herretirement.com if you're interested in either attending or hosting or sponsoring a Happier, Healthier, Wealthier workshop for women. All right. Happy Thursday. Thanks for listening to this live Lunch and Learn webinar. Let's get her done.